Good Friday morning, everyone. This is Mary Elizabeth with Sacred Love Tarot. Thank you so very much for turning up and tuning in, for liking, subscribing, commenting, hitting the notification button, and sharing. Today's reading, today's angel messages of love come to you from the Archangel Gabriel deck. So let's see what energy we are sitting in today with Archangel Gabriel. What do our beautiful angels have to say for us today? I'm just getting spend your time wisely. Don't try to sit in the energy of trying to impress somebody, trying to force someone to see your worth, because if they don't see it, nothing you're going to do is, going to make it better. So don't sit in that energy. Don't spend your time trying to prove something to somebody else who isn't even worth your time. So, create or join a writing group to gain inspiration, friendship, and support. Create a vision board, right? And listen to your vulnerable feelings as they contain wisdom and inspiration. So, I love the vulnerability card with the writers group card, because I think the most impressive writers get the best work when they are writing from vulnerable places, life experiences. So with the writers group and the vulnerability, it's all about, to me, it feels like journaling. It feels like writing down your thoughts, writing down your feelings. If you're trying to manifest something that meditation or visualization hasn't worked for you, try a vision board. A vision board is a board that you put up, doesn't matter the size, and put up pictures of what you want, right? What you're trying to manifest, and put it in a place where you always see it. It's always there. It's always at the forefront of your mind. It's always in sight. So when you get that little spark of uncertainty starting to form in the back of your mind, because what you're trying to manifest hasn't manifested yet, you can look at the vision board and know what your goals are and get that spark of inspiration as opposed to that spark of doubt. And be vulnerable with it, right? We want to stand in the face of adversity, and we want to be tough, and we want to not show our soft side or our vulnerable side. But when we are talking about, journaling, or talking about visualization, and talking about trying to gather support for what it is that we're trying to do, be it write a book, be it trying to manifest something, be it gaining friends or support from others, sometimes it may be uncomfortable, but being vulnerable and letting people in and expressing that true self, and focusing on what matters, and wisdom and inspiration and strength and priorities, and all of that, which is included in being vulnerable, it kind of lends a hand to camaraderie, So find yourself today writing in a journal, being vulnerable about it. Find yourself today being with other people and expressing your creativity in a vulnerable way. Perhaps the path that you've been on in your life experiences can give inspiration, and your vulnerability can give inspiration to others, to create, to write, to be expressive, to be creative. Okay, so that's that. So let's see what the energy oracle has. So the energy oracle has appreciation, and it also has the fourth chakra. So as we know, the fourth chakra is the heart, opening up that heart, being vulnerable, appreciating others for the support and the friendships that they bring into your life. We have the card of happiness, which is also a little bit about transformation. We have the card of truth. So being vulnerable and finding that truth and opening up your heart and appreciating others and allowing others to appreciate you, and creating a vision board and putting up images of how this feels or what this looks like, right? You being vulnerable, creating, writing, expressing, making friends, being part of a unit, a part of a group, a part of a tribe, creating a vision board, speaking your truth, writing your truth, finding happiness in this transformational process, and finding friendships as well. And I think that this may kind of balance out a few karmic scales here, because I have a tendency to think that you sometimes can be very hard and very harsh and very rough, and not very open with others and yourself, right? So this is something new for you. This is something that being vulnerable and including yourself isn't something I think that you would normally do. So this is kind of outside of the box for you. And this is kind of putting you in a place of feeling exposed, right? But I think that all of that comes from past relationships, past dynamics, and if past lives, if you will. Sometimes when we don't accomplish our life's journey in past lives or our soul journey, they have a tendency to tip over into our next life. So perhaps in your past life, you were a writer, but didn't, I mean, you were just like a hermit, and that's all you kind of did was write, 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 write. And perhaps you wrote in a way that was for the little guy, right? The people who were vulnerable to the powers that be, or people who didn't get justice, or you didn't have many friends, you weren't in a place of happiness and appreciation, but you knew your truth. So you wrote that, and you weren't an inclusive person. There wasn't a lot of people around you. You didn't have many people to bounce ideas off of or get ideas from. So in this lifetime, you are now searching and knowing your truth. You are now coming from a place of vulnerability, coming from a place of appreciation, of happiness, of finding your truth, of creating friendships and bonds, and creating that vision board and really taking steps toward your true path. So this is your angel message for today. Get some friends together and journal, right? Be soft on yourself. Appreciate yourself. Appreciate others. Open your heart. Create new friendships today. Speak your truth. Write your truth. Find happiness and balance those karmic scales. Yeah, that's cool. I'm down with it. Thank you so very much again for turning up and tuning in and for allowing me to do this reading for you today. I love this reading. Go be expressive. Be creative. Have a great day. Don't try to impress people who aren't worth your time. And know that you're divinely guided and loved. Until next time, bye.